Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very happy SAFC Fan TV. I'm sure we're all absolutely elated with the result today and winning the trophy. My head's all over the place, to be honest with you. It really wasn't. It wasn't an enjoyable 90 minutes. Michael, the game, it wasn't pretty, but we got a great result, and I'm just overjoyed with one.
Yeah, it's a type. To be honest, the game was a lose-lose situation for Sunderland because if you win it, it's like, oh, it's only the Papa John's trophy. But at the same time, if you lose it, then you've lost again at Wembley. You've lost to a League Two side. Pompey obviously did that mistake against Salford. They lost to them ultimately, and I think that this is. I've said that, to be honest, the winning this particular competition, I'm not as elated about. What I'm elated about is the fact, and I know it sounds like the same thing, so it sounds stupid, but the thing I'm most elated about is that we've won at Wembley. The curse has been broken. Think of it. We've got rid of the Pompey hoodoo and the Wembley hoodoo in the space of 1 week. And I think confidence-wise, this is what I was nervous at this game, because I thought that if you win this game, the confidence could be sky high. Sky's the limit with these players for what is now 13 crucial league games. And if we go on to get automatic promotion from here, then by default, this is the best Sunderland season I've ever witnessed, because it's been the least rubbish by every intents and purposes, but by some distance. But ultimately, the performance was poor. I said for a joke in the live stream, I think I might just slate every single player from now on, because I was having a go at Lyndon Gooch at half time, saying he was very ineffective. And then what does he do? He pops up with the match-winning goal. I will say this, actually, that pass from McGeady for the goal, inch perfect. That you can tell that's the sort of quality that he has. And I've said it loads of times. That's why Parkinson was a big idiot to ostracise him from the squad, when he's got that sort of quality. But nevertheless, we went in front and it looked like that sort of game. It was very scrappy. It was ugly. It was headers. It was head tennis, as I like to say. It was very 50-50 challenges. It was not a pleasant watch at all. But ultimately, we got the win. We've ended the Wembley curse. We've finally won at the new Wembley. And hopefully this is good momentum for the league games, which now have to end in automatic promotion for me.
Conrad, we didn't make it easy, did we? But we got the result, and I'm sure we're just all absolutely over the moon. How did you see the game?
Yeah, it was just awful 90 minutes, but with an absolute worldie of a way to end it, really. There, I mean, I was literally sitting there. Michael was doing the commentary, just going like, "Gooch has to come off. He has to. He's losing every ball he gets. He's doing absolutely."
I came on at half time, and that was my main point.
And then it was like Jack Diamond had been told to start warming up. I went, Gooch will be off in a second there. And then McGeady, who seemed to just drop into centre mid, I thought, more in the second half to try and get on the ball. Just inch perfect pass, like you say. Gooch is through, dinks the keeper and puts it away. And then all of a sudden, Maguire's off for Diamond. And it was just like, oh, right, okay, that changed, didn't it there? But even after he scored, he still wasn't really at the races. I don't think, by far and away, we were not good today, really. But we soldiered on, and we sort of got the win that we needed to. We won ugly, which is, especially going in the end games of the season, is what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to win when you've not necessarily played well. And it was just that thing of, go on, Michael, sorry.
No, I was going to say, we did that without Dion Sanderson, without Bailey Wright, essentially without Tom Flanagan, without Ross Stewart, without Carl Winchester. There's been a host of players there we've had missing.
John Jones.
And the good Jones, another one, exactly, another one. And these are players that we've got to come back for the league games. And again, if Sunderland use this right, hope we should be able to get automatic promotion if we apply ourselves for the rest of the season.
The way we won this game as well, I don't think it's one of those ones where, you go into your next game going, we just won a trophy. Look at us. How good are we? Because I think Lee Johnson will let them enjoy it, but he'll be under no illusions. This was not a good performance, and we didn't play well. So that ideally he goes into Accrington on, I think it's Wednesday, going, right, you need to play better. You weren't very good against Tranmere, albeit we've won, but you need to play better to beat them. And especially then with Lincoln on Saturday as well, when they lost now. So beating them, we go 2 points ahead of them, and we still got a game in hand over them, and we're up into third. So
I will point out Lincoln do play on Tuesday as well, but still,
who've they got
there to get in the top two? They have Gillingham at home on Tuesday night, and I'll point out Portsmouth go to Peterborough, who have just let Kenny Jackett go today, so we might see more of a bounce from Portsmouth. So hopefully we could end next week in the top two if everything goes our way, obviously, but we've got to do our bit.
Yeah, I mean, on the performance, of course, I think we're under no illusions out that it wasn't great. But I think I like to say it's important. Remember the amount of players, important players, we had unavailable today. I mean, we would have ordinarily had Sanderson at centre back. We would have ordinarily had Jones going into the final third. Winchester would have been available. So many areas of the team where you can point out and go, that wasn't running today. It's like, yeah, because there was a certain player who was out injured, but we still got the result. As for the first half, I said it was 50-50 when I came on just quickly for half time. I think that flattered us. I think Tranmere just had the slight edge on us. I don't think we had any real major worries or concerns. I don't think we were as bad as some people made out by half time. Tranmere, they weren't like pet runners with shots. They were just a slightly better team. I think we'd struggled to really get going and get forward. I actually thought from the second half we picked up a little bit until we got the goal. I thought we kind of took a bit more control in that initial 10-15 minutes. We got the goal, and then we seemed to sit right back off again and invite the pressure. And I think it was Corey Blackett-Taylor had a chance, that bird saved, but there was quite a few where it was like, heart was in your mouth, that the ball just goes across the goal line. And I remember Power flicked the header away once. I mean, God, you could go on all day, there was any number. But Conrad, do you think this game is more, just briefly, this game is more important for the context of the season and the context of ending the Wembley Hoodoo than it is that we are Papa John's Trophy 2021 champions?
I thought it was just, I know when we were having the discussion on, I think it was Thursday, when it was like, what's more important, winning this or promotion? The only counterpoint was to winning this was, we've won at Wembley. Like that, the monkey's off the back now. We've done this. So even if something happens and we end up in the playoffs and we get to the playoff final next season, these same group of players have won here under pressure and under a difficult circumstance with everything that's going on. So it's sort of like, I'm just glad that's done. Like winning the trophy, obviously, it was one of the things. I sent Michael a couple of videos in the week where it was like, when the group stage games are on. Just while this is here a moment, I'll just say,
there we
Papa
go.
John's has arrived. Get in.
There's your team sorted.
Just while, it was the same thing when the group games were on. It was not bothered.
Yes,
As soon as we got to MK Dons and we were 3 games away from Wembley, it was like, let's go for this. Let's absolutely go all out for it, because if we'd lost in the semi-final or the quarter-final, what was the point in probably going through those other rounds and putting players through all those extra bits on there? So it's just good to actually win something. And then my Xbox turned off when it was lifting the trophy, but I saw the replay of it about a few minutes later. So I have seen us lift the trophy just on repeat now.
That moment when we lift the trophy, just I know we were not there, but even just to stand and watch it, it felt,
I'll take your word for it, Jack.
It honestly, just rubbing it a bit. Honestly, it felt absolutely fantastic. Just a very quick word on the opposition, just briefly. My personal thought on Tranmere is that they gave us a good game today and they really challenged us, and they weren't just there to make the numbers up, they made the grid. I thought Jay Spearing in particular had a great game, kind of in the
him and Feeney were great in the middle.
The two of them cut things out really well. Spearing looks, I don't know how old he is, but he looked surprised.
Blackett-Taylor looked good when he came on as well.
Quite agile, getting about the pitch.
Spearing when he caught up with Diamond, when Diamond was through and Spearing caught him up.
Yeah,
I will say is you can see why Tranmere got to the final based on that, because I know a lot of their shots you can see was straight at Lee Burgeon, especially after we went 1-0 up, but they were not here just to sit back and let us play. They gave it a good go, and I said they would. That's exactly why you don't underestimate any opponent going into a game, especially the one like this. You can see how they beat Peterborough, you can see how they beat Oxford. So mentally, that's quite good to get over them and just get over the line.
100%, Michael. Definitely. I thought they were a strong side, and I would expect them to. I don't know loads about League Two. I've not watched many League Two teams, but I think based on that performance today, I would say, you have no idea they were in the division below us, and they've definitely got things that can hurt teams. When you mentioned Lee Burge, I thought he collected a few crosses quite well. That was his main contribution. Personally, we're just going to get on the man of match. Personally, I think it's Luke O'Nien. He did get it for Sky Sports.
Easily, without a doubt.
I thought in the first half, I remember there was so many times where he was able to clear crosses and everything, and then the second half he stepped up again. He's done so well playing out of position. We're rehashing the same points we've all made, but absolutely sublime. He's just so agile and so athletic. Are we all in agreement that it's Luke O'Nien, or has anyone else got a different idea, Conrad?
No, I completely agree. Couldn't put it anyone else.
Yeah, I think it has to be, just because it's not even his position and just how calm he seemed to play that whole game. And he's not even had Sanderson next to him, who's been his sort of rock for the last few games. I'm not saying that he relies on Sanderson, but it's just to change anything in the back line is always a sort of moment on there. If there was anyone else, I might even give it to one of the Tranmere players in Spearing. Maybe their centre arse, because White got nothing.
Yeah.
All game. He was just a passenger. He might as well have been up in the stand watching it with Sanderson and O'Brien. I'm not saying he had a bad game and he played badly. He was just kept out of the game by their two centre halves.
I will point out as well that because Sanderson wasn't eligible for this game, especially for the centre half area, Sanderson's going to be fully rested and hopefully fit for Accrington as well. So thankfully we've got through the game. Just move on. But yeah, 09's man of the match for me.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we're all in agreement. He was absolutely brilliant idea. And like you say, well, Mike, I think I agree with you, Conrad, there. Tranmere just stopped him really getting anything. And he's had a few games like that, really, but he only tends to need one chance, but he didn't really seem to get it today. Nothing off the top of my head anyway. But I think we're going to leave it there, lads. Of course, we'll get into this in further detail on the Sunday bunch, which might even be on now. I don't know how quickly we're able to get this video up. But if you haven't already, please do like the video on our review. If you haven't already as well, please subscribe to SAFC Fan TV. It doesn't cost anything. I know we've had plenty of new people come over to the channel this weekend, and it's been absolutely fantastic. We've had a really good weekend with the stream on Saturday night, and then the match.
Nearly 1,000 viewers watching during the game today as well. It was crazy.
That was bonkers. Fair play to every single one, especially those watching from abroad as well.
Yeah.
And the Newcastle fans who turned up.
Yeah.
Just boosting our numbers a little bit. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, thank you to absolutely everyone this weekend. It's been really special. Like I say, please like the review if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But from myself, Jack Dodds, from Conrad Lee, and from Michael Bowers, we are the Papa John's Trophy 2021 champions.
Let's go up, please.
And we will see you later. Bye-bye.